You know, the minute I knew if Mungai is delusional is when this hand sat somewhere and she tried to convince us that us and herself that she's a city babe.
Yes, I'm a city girl who wants to be loved right, who wants to one day settle in a family, treated right. Like social media is, I want to look good, I'm fashionable, I want to look sexy.
Mungai Eve should just take an episode on her YouTube channel, get someone else to interview her so that she can tell us her life story. Like atuambie tu kila kitu, hiyo kitu imtoke.
I once made a video and said I don't hold Eve Mungai on any journalistic standards because I know she's not a journalist.
Tea lovers, the internet, fans and netizens are tired of Mungai Eve. Now, if you have been keeping up with trends, then you have noticed that Mungai Eve has been trending for a while now. And not for the right reasons, but for all the wrong reasons, according to her fans, netizens and people in general. Now, it started whereby people started complaining of her journalistic skills. That is how she interviews people. Fans and netizens began questioning her skills, saying that it looks like she has a lot of things that she has not let out because all the time she makes the interview all about her. Every time she has to interrupt, that is the guest, and relate, bring a scenario that is about her, that is, talking about her life, her past, her present, and generally all about her. This is something that has been an observation made by fans and netizens that is on social media, saying that it stemmed out from, her breakup with director Trevor, saying that they noted this when she was interviewing Kabu Simon, that is the CEO of Bonfire Adventures, after his divorce with his wife, Sarah Kabu. Now, most people have the idea that she lacks emotional intelligence. This is especially after she interviewed Lydia Wanjiru, who had a very emotional story to tell about an incident that happened while she was young. And it was a rape incident. And Mungai Eve shamelessly made it all about her. And the way she was questioning Lydia was very unprofessional. Well, at least to the fans' perspective.
I once made a video and said I don't hold Eve Mungai on any journalistic standards because I know she's not a journalist, but I have realized she's actually dumb. She's just a dumb person that is not emotionally intelligent and doesn't know how to conduct interviews. There are a lot of bloggers that are not, like journalists by profession, but when you listen to them interviewing people, you can actually tell that these people are actually intelligent. How can somebody tell you that they were assaulted when they were younger? And you go like, what do you mean? Oh my God, how old were you? And you make it about yourself and your experiences that is not half as close to this woman's experience. Do you know how traumatic it is for a child to be assaulted and they carry that pain for the rest of their lives? The least you could have done is ask if she's okay and how she's coping with it. Oh my God.
Now, today, yet again, people have talked about her, podcast that she does with Liz Jackson. A while back, they trended for saying that they need a man who can provide 500,000, that is $500,000 Kenya shillings urgently. And today they are trending of saying that people have scarcity mentality, something that has thrown fans and netizens off of the rails because what do you mean? And they were talking about how people recycle, yogurt tins and such, saying that people that recycle tins actually have scarcity mentality, something they cannot tolerate.
Watu wanatumianga hizi mikebe za yogurt sijui kuweka chai nini, like hapana. I'm not doing that. As ice cream. Hizo ni scarcity. We are getting baby girl classes.
And the comment section went wild. And one of them actually said, it's called recycling. You're caring for the environment when you reuse plastics. There's nothing wrong with that. See that mkebe was part of what you paid for. Reuse. And Jackie Vike, one of the loved celebrities in Kenya, said, woi na vile nimejaza hizo mikebe, kwanza ocha hizo mikebe za yoga tufanye chami onje poa. Msiingilie mentality yangu. And of course, people were talking about how they will never forgive Trevor for actually washing up this kienyeji and bringing her to the limelight. Sababu anasumbua. And then one had to remind her, Eve anakumbuka vile alikuwa ameparara ama tumkumbushe, acha watu waishi vile wanataka. Talk about important things, please. And of course, mtu mwingine akasema Mungai Eve alipotea njia. Now, these are some of the things that fans had to say about Eve.
Mungai Eve should just take an episode on her YouTube channel, get someone else to interview her so that she can tell us her life story. Like atuambie tu kila kitu, hiyo kitu imtoke. She gives us all the updates she's been meaning to give us, because we cannot be here listening and empathizing to someone's story and the traumas they've had in their life, and Mungai Eve wants to give us a life update in the middle. It shows such lack of empathy. It's crazy. It's scary even. Like, you cannot keep comparing other people's experiences to your own. They are not the same. If you've called them to tell their stories, can you let them tell their stories? And this goes to Akina Nani, Akina Lingugi, and the other interviewers. Please give this chick an interview so that she can talk about her life. She gives us all the updates she thinks we need to have, so that when she's interviewing other people, I've watched the Lydia Wanjiru interview. I could not even finish it. Mungai, hey, Simumu interview, please.
You know, the minute I knew if Mungai is delusional is when this hand sat somewhere and she tried to convince us that us and herself, that she's a city babe.
Yes, I agree. Yani nimegro kukua a body, a city girl, but me, I'm a city girl who wants to be loved, right?
I said, somebody call it Bobo. The truth is, when Eve was sober, she was not delusional, she was boring. Right now, Eve is entertaining AF, baby. When Eve talks about people want to cancel her, she doesn't mean us. She means her Misheveve boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, director Trevor. Imagine this guy, I don't know, broke up in 2021. It's 2025. She's still sitting there talking about this guy, using the guests as her counselors. Like this last one that she had. You know, even the guests there had to sit like Oprah, like this, just to listen to what Eve has to say. This is entertainment. This is entertainment. Love it.
Tell us about your childhood.
No, you know, I was telling you, like, you know, in 2014, I got a very terrible accident. It's even my hand really burns.
What?
Yes.
You know, even me when I was small, let me tell you a story. When I was in high school, there was a time I fell and I had a very, very terrible injury on my knee. You know, my mom had to remove me from that school, imagine. She had to remove me from that school because imagine, how can you put facilities in a school that are not helping you? Wow. Hey.
Can we start the interview?
Okay, now, you were saying in 2014 you got a terrible accident. What happened after that?
No. Life really took a turn on me. I slept several days without food.
You slept without food?
Yeah.
Imagine even my boyfriend, the one that I'm dating right now, he told me this. He has a similar story like yours. He told me the number of times he has slept so hungry. And I was just imagining, what does it take for someone to sleep hungry? So you slept hungry and then?
I slept hungry, very hungry.
For how many days?
Like 7 days.
7 days only? That's not even enough. My boyfriend, the one I'm telling you about, he was sleeping hungry for almost 3 weeks. 3 weeks, imagine, and he didn't die. He was just surviving on water alone. And imagine, it was a bed sitter. He was surviving on water that it wasn't even water from the tap. It wasn't normal water. It was water from the borehole. You go and fetch it with a bucket, and then he was taking it for 3 weeks. He slept hungry for 3 weeks.